Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Satisfactory Designs. Hooray! So today we're sort of building a kind of a modular build. It's going to be the biomass burner, a nice building for that. But once you're done with the biomass burners and you go on a coal or fuel or whatever, you can actually delete the biomass burners and turn it into power storage. So it'll be a nice little building to have, even though you'll get rid of the biomass burners in there and switch it out to something else. So let us begin. Okay, so what we got going on is we got a 6 foundation wide, which is nice and cool. That's going to be for our building section, and I only cut it off right there, figuring out we can build it as long as we want, but I'll show you that in just a second. And then, of course, we got our nice little outer way over on the edges, which is going to look great, especially if you put it in water or grass, because it won't go as far out as it looks right now. But anyway, time to start building on what's going to be in here. First thing you want to do is go into organization and get yourself some storage units. I'm using the big ones because I just kind of have them. So as you can see, there are 2 foundations, 1, 2. We're going to go further than the second one. And as you can see, this would be where the wall is. So we're just a little bit over. So we're kind of sticking it right out on there. There we go. Now the great thing about this is if you take a wall, you can actually put a wall on here with no issues. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, and then we'll take the other storage container and we'll put one right exactly next to it. Now you want to do the exact same thing on the other side. Use their nice blue lines. But this one is facing towards you. So there we go. One right there. And one right next to it. And as you can see, it's all the way up against the wall. Next, you want to go into your production. You want to grab your constructor. Alright, now normally we would put it right there, but we're going to pull it out just once so it's right to the line, and one on the other side. Now as you can see, this is the exact middle, so this is perfect to have 2 of them like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to actually pull another 2 behind it, and trust me, you're going to need all 4 of these, which is going to be 16 megawatts of power. And then, of course, we can connect them up. Use whatever kind of belt you prefer. I'm using belt mark 1 for right now. And then one's going to be for leaves. And one is going to be for wood, for biomass. And the other 2 are going to make solid biofuel. Now, at the rate that they make them, this makes solid biofuel at 60 per minute. But it needs 120. Yeah, you're probably not going to need them going that fast, but it's up to you and how you want to set this up. Then we're going to take our conveyor belt. And as you can see, we're going to do the perfect spiral. It should be right there in the middle. Then we'll build it right there to the line, and then it goes over. This one, unfortunately, doesn't get to be so special. We'll put this one right in the middle. All the way up to here. Go back 1, 2. Nope. Try that again. Back 1, 2. And then it's a perfect 90-degree. And we should be able to do the exact same thing on the other side. Line over here. One, 2, go back. And boom, there we go. So basically what we did is, now we come in here, we can drop our wood and we can drop our leaves, and we can get solid biofuel pretty much just, jammed up in the corner. So we need a nice entryway to get in here. So if we go to our walls, now you can do doors or whatever you have available, Let's see, and a door works perfectly right there, going right in. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put up some walls. I like to decorate my walls all fancy-like. So I put about 3 of these over here. And then, of course, match it up on this side. 1, 2, 3 of those. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a layer of just the regular walls right here. Then to add some variety, we're going to do the conveyor walls. Then the last one for that is going to be the gated walls up at the top. There we go, we got some nice good walls, and now we need a ceiling. Now I'm going to go on the foundations, and I'm going to grab, of course, the double ramp. Should be able to put that 1, 2, 3. Same thing on this side, 1, 2, 3. And then just have this going all the way across. Now there are ways of getting rid of that nice little opening right there, but we're going to leave this for right now. Because now we need to start worrying about what we're going to do on this side. The plan is to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go at least 5 out on here. So we're going to expand this out just a smidgen more. And there we go. It's all built out, ready to go. I added the extra one right in there. So we have basically a nice little 7 foundation thing going all the way across. And this is going to be like a perfect little building going here. The great thing about this, too, is you can go higher if you want to. But we'll just go with what we got right now. Now, while I got it going on, I might as well build up the nice little walls, going in the same pattern that we were doing before, but with a little twist, seeing as it's going to have to be 4 high instead of the 3 high that we had over there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to basically put an extra regular wall in there. There we go. Now we're going to remove this section right here. We only needed that to start off the thing. It was easier to put them on this wall than it is to put it on the gate wall. And we're pretty much set for our nice little room that we're going to have the biomass burners. Slash the batteries. There we go. And then we connected that all the way across there. And we're pretty much set to go. Now we're going to put a 1 meter foundation as the roof. Make it nice and good. But we're also going to do this in a special pattern as well. So if we go around here, like so. And then what we do is take the glass foundation and put the nice glass foundation going all the way across. Giving us a nice glass ceiling. There we go. Now this looks great, but we need some lights in here. We're going to go with these nice ceiling lights. What you want to do is you want to bring them over here and right in the middle of this one. Then skip one, and then right in the middle of this one. Then skip one, and then right in the middle of this one. Boom, and there we go. And basically do the other thing on the other side. Oh wait, I already did. And then we'll just connect them up with power. Lovely, they daisy chain. We can daisy chain them going all the way across. And then we bring the power pole to this nice wall that's hanging in here on the side. And next thing to do for power, go over here, grab yourself a double wall mounted power pole. We'll put that right in the center. Connect this one on this side, this one on this side. Then on this side, what you want to do is you want to go up here and right in the center, boom. And then this will come straight down. Now, unfortunately, you can't connect 4 with the current Mark 1s. But what you could do is you can basically break it off and split it off and do a nice little double. Or you can upgrade to a power pole Mark 2. It's up to you. And there you go. Everything's all hooked up, nice and going on. Now, with everything hooked up and ready to go, what you can do is you can take another double wall pole, and you can put it right here next to the door. So that way, all the power comes out where the door is going in. And this is completely optional on where you want to put it, but it's basically up to you on where you want it. And there we go, we got some nice power. Now I can turn off my actual flashlight, and we can see what it looks like. Yay! So, I bet you're wondering, how am I going to put these biomass burners in here? What's going on? What's it going to look like? Well, I am ready to tell you how to go. So, let's grab the biomass burner, And what we're going to do is we're going to go right here in the middle of it, where you can actually place one. And as you can see, it won't let you place it all the way up against the wall, and that's the reason why we didn't start on the first foundation spot. We skipped that one, went halfway in, and started with the other one. So as you can see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this way. Then we're going to switch over on the other side, and we're going to do the opposite on that side. There we go, and we got 6 on that side, 6 on this side. Then we need to find the exact center. All right. And we're going to basically put these things back to back. But we're going to bring it in just a smidgen. There you go. Now they're all nice and set. Now what you do is you take your nice little power line. You put a power pole right on there. One going this way, one going that way. And basically just do this all the way down the center. Now for these, you want to just bring them right up and use the wall power pole because it just looks fancy and it just works out really well. And there we go. And then we'll put this one directly in the center because OCD dictates that we do this. Perfect. Now this side's all done. Now we just take our nice little power poles. We're going to bring them all the way to the center one over here. Connect that center one over there. And then here we go. Boom. Whoa. No! No. A critical error has occurred. Come on. There we go. Now, as you can see, you have a nice, small, interesting little building for all your biomass burners. Yes, it does take up 16 megawatts of power with the constructors. And then, of course, with the lights, if we check in under the organization, we'll see that these take 2. So you have 2, 4, 6, so you have another 12. So at least one biomass burner is being used to power all the lights and that, but that means that you have 6 plus 6, you have 23 biomass burners as power. And if we take 23 times a nice little 30, that's 690 megawatts of power. But here's the best thing. You can actually go taller with this as well. Because if you remove, say, like this area right here and put a ladder going up or something like that, you can actually make a second floor. But I did tell you that this was a modular build because guess what? You don't need just biomass burners in here. Let's say you're done with biomass burners. Now this building is kind of like empty and deserted and whatnot. And it's like, okay, what do you do now? Well, let's get rid of the biomass burners. All right, so we got rid of the biomass burners and now we have a nice empty building. Now what do we do? What is going to go in here? Well, none other than the lovely power storage batteries. And we'll build it a little farther away so I can see exactly where my little node is. All right. So these perfectly fit right in the middle of each one without having to worry about anything. Now you can tighten them up just a little bit more, but why the hell would you want to do that? And there we go. Now we have tons of power storage. And the nice thing is they daisy chain, so you can basically go along and hook all of them together. No problem. And we're going to upgrade to a power pole Mark II for up here. And what we're going to do is we're going to connect them all up here with the lights. And one last thing, now that we got everything hooked up there, what we want to do is get rid of this power pole. And we're going to basically switch this to a power switch. And then we can hook this up over here. And then, of course, hook this back up to the main power over there. And give it a nice, cool little nickname. Boom! And as you can see, it is running! Then we pull this lever. And we are going back to charging everything up. As you can see, we have 5,000 megawatts of hour for storage charge. And it is charging it at 4,200 megawatts. So, you know, it'll charge us up in an hour. It'll be all ready to go. And we have everything set. So this is amazing because now you can still make your stuff in here. You can change this out to something else. It might be a little workshop now, but you don't have to get rid of this building now that you have it. Also, if you want, you can just get rid of this. And let's say it's this high on a foundation somewhere else. So what you can do is you can put a nice little... You can put a 2-meter foundation and then another 2-meter foundation. Get rid of the top one. And I wish you didn't have to do it that way, but you do. And then just put a 2-meter ramp up at the top. Another one at the bottom. And there you go. You can actually walk up it. I always like to make things look a little bit special, so I take those and then I put the upside down ones. Switch those out, and then it kind of makes it look a little bit more fancier. But that's your nice little building. You can even see the batteries being charged. Nothing too special, but you can also have it make it go up even more if you'd like. And there are also many other things you can do to make it fancier if you want to. But it's just a nice little simple building that everybody can make. So as you can see, it's a 10 by 6 section with a little overhang on the bottom, which you don't really need, but it does kind of little set the stage for it. And it's just a nice little boxy area. Okay, so I built a stadium park apparently. Wait, let's get closer. I can actually take away from some power. So I built this, and I don't like it, so to speak. I was building the bottom and everything was going good, and then I started building the side piece, like right here. And then I kind of just doubled it up on the top to see how it looked, and... not the greatest, but anyway, let me show you what's going on. This bottom's kind of cool. I mean, you got, like, basically, the stuff is splitting off into each different way. And then you got a nice ladder leading up to the top. And then it works just like the other one, where you got one for leaves going in, making biomass. And then one for wood, making biomass, solid biofuel. You grab that, and then you rush up the ladder. And then the nice part about that is, yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. We got nice little lights in here, just kind of just chilling and whatnot. And then basically you could just run around and put all the stuff in here. This basically has how many? Oh my god, how many bio burners? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 22 biomass burners. So if we take our thing, 22 times 30, so we're making about less than what we were making on the other one. And if we want to, we can turn it on or we can turn it off. The power switch is off. No. But because it goes straight up into the next one has my batteries. And how do the batteries look? Well, they look pretty battery. There's a lot of batteries here. And if we check, can I check to see how many batteries are attached? I sure can. 33 wonderful batteries are up here, which is not bad, and it's got the nice little stadium look, so it looks like I'm in a small little ballpark. It's kind of cool, but at the same time, I don't know why I don't like it. I don't know. But it's up to you guys. If you want me to put a nice little, like, tutorial on how I made this, so you can check it out, let me know. But otherwise, that is going to be it for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for the like, comment, and subscribes. Do appreciate all you guys. This series has been quite fun to do, especially making like cool stuff like this and even the little one over there. So yeah, thanks. Anyway, have a good one. Bye-bye.